Hello and welcome for your weekly tarot reading brought to you by Nicholas. This is something I definitely do every week, and it's been a very important and good tradition of mine, so thank you so much for joining. This is for the week of September. I know I'm losing it here. September 29th through October 5th. So Monday, September 29th through Sunday, October 5th. And we'll just get started. What I've been practicing doing is using the major arcana cards and making those a signifier for the week, so you gotta get it kind of adds a strategy, a symbol, a meaning, an overall thought for the week of like what we're working toward, what's going on, and then the daily cards will just add some more some more meaning to that. So the weekly major arcana card, the signifying card, is the Magician. That's a wonderful card. It's like the one after the Fool, right? You're actually fresh, you're new, you're confident, you have the tools, you have the resources. This is time to do something magical, to do something with your talents, with your skills. You have everything in place for it. So what is it this week that we'll be working on? That's what the Osho Zen Tarot deck was going to show us. It's really funny when you use the tarot cards, and I like to shuffle and do everything extemporaneously. I don't like to have anything panned or pre-recorded if I can at all possibly avoid it. I have had lots of technical difficulties because I don't have a professional setup, but so I work through those. But I just want it to be of the moment. I want it to be synchronistic. But as I was saying, so just to give one use of the tarot cards before I go into the reading, is my experience of doing this for weeks and weeks has been, you'll get insights from seeing the cards that you otherwise might not have had, and you may try to dismiss them logically, but if you don't, and you actually explore them, and you actually do the work for them, it's just crazy how many more magical things start happening. So I don't have a ton of stories that are it's not like always earth-shattering, but it's always sort of like these small little synchronistic things that pop up. It's funny when I was talking to my friends about this. It's kind of like God is like this very gentle and kind girlfriend who just gives you these small surprises here and there. Like someone will give you a free coffee, or you'll do something that the cards tell you to do, and someone's going to give you a nice smile on the street just when you need it, when things aren't looking up. I mean, these are just kind of small little miracles. Like it's weird things, like you'll see a quote from, like I saw a quote from Russell Simmons that says, "I don't do shit till I meditate." And so I posted on my Facebook wall. 2 days later, I'm walking past the dude, at work, because he's going to go try to set up some, I work in the entertainment field, so we see celebrities often, but you can't predict which one you're going to see. So just those little synchronistic events that happen are just really, it's mind-blowing. It's having these cards at your disposal it's like just pursuing your life with every grit and ounce that you have to make something beneficial and something good happen for you, because it's hard enough just trying to use your logical mind, and the logical mind's not very reliable. The logical mind is one of my favorite 20th century. I consider him a mystic. I consider him a philosopher. One of my favorite authors. I guess the person who's probably opened my mind to even looking at anything more New Agey at all, even though it's not New Age, was Alan Watts. And Alan Watts studied Buddhism. And his great book, The Way of Zen, really explored very historically and very factually. Like it's like a scholarly approach to it in the first half of the book, and then the second half of the book you get into the practices of Buddhism, and that's when things got really juicy. So highly recommend that book, and he's one of my favorite thinkers of all time. And what Alan Watts always describes is the linear mind. At most, an on-trained linear mind can deal with 3 variables at a time without training. You'd have to really train yourself to deal with multiple variables. Like a musician, a piano player can do like 6 variables at a time, but they're highly trained and highly skilled at that. If you want to do more variables at a time, you're going to have to start using a pencil and start recording data just to keep up with the variables. And in a Western world where we are, I just feel like we try to use everything in this logical, rational way. And as you could see, if you could only handle 3 things at a time before things start getting screwed up, we would never survive if we didn't rely on that intuitive, that divine intelligence, whatever you want to call it, that, spirit, magic, God, synchronicity. I don't know. There's just millions of weird words that you can throw out there. But without relying on that, we wouldn't be here today, because we wouldn't know how to beat our hearts. Our body handles millions of variables at a time. Our blood levels, our body chemistry, our breathing, our heartbeats. It grows our hair. It makes sure our eyes open. It just does everything all at once without even thinking. And that's the kind of divine intelligence we're calling upon, that we don't quite understand when we use things like tarot, when we do things like meditation, when we do things like prayers. And doing into this work is you're kind of just acknowledging the intelligence of that and how you can tap into it. And you do bring it down into a rational way, and you do have to use it in the tangible world. But the insights you get from there are so much more revealing and profound. And so it reminds me of the movie Jeff Who Lives at Home. I definitely highly recommend you see that. Every little sign he sees, he goes with. Now, I definitely don't go to that extreme, but you do get those little signs from these cards, and you do figure out what roads to go down, and doors do open, and strange things start happening. So, all right. So for Monday, September 29, the Osho card, we have the Four of Clouds, Postponement. And it's interesting to me. I mean, you're either going to have to move with the postponing energy, or you're going to have to try to go against it. In the Osho deck, they suggest you go against it, but we'll talk about it more. Tuesday is the Six of Water, the Dream. So this is Tuesday, September 30th. Monday, October 1st, we have Maturity. I believe Maturity is the Queen of Rainbows. I'll have to confirm that. So this was Monday, September 29th, Tuesday, September 30th, Wednesday, October 1st, and now Thursday, October 2nd. We have the Eight of Water, letting go. It's a very beautiful card. Friday, October 3rd, Major Arcana card, Aloneness. The 9. Saturday, October 4th, is Going with the Flow. And finally on Sunday, the Major Arcana card. Another Reflecting Sunday, but this is for a higher purpose. This is the Silence. This is the 27 card of the Major Arcana. The Zen Osho Tarot deck. Just getting a feel for the week is it's kind of lighter and emotional. You start out with an air card, and then you've got a lot of water and 2 Major Arcana cards. It's really strange to me that I feel like I pull so many Major Arcana cards. There's a lot going on in the week, so this is, like I said, this is a confident week about doing something adventurous and that you have the skills for and that you are passionate about. That's what this week is. This week, you got to figure out something passionate. You've got to delve into it. You got to dive deeper, and you got to believe that you have the talents and skills. And just like me, I don't have professional setup for doing my videos. Of course, I have a pretty nice Mac Pro, but I don't have the lighting and whatever. You still have to do it, though. I still have tools available to me. I have the tarot decks. I have the knowledge. It's time just to keep doing the work. That's the example. So, on Monday, the 1st is the Four of Clouds, and that's Postponement. And I believe that when we get this card, it's reminding us that just as I said, that we're not doing something, we're on the outside looking in. We're not doing something because we don't think we have it or we don't think we're there yet. And as you can see, this is I don't know if this is a woman looking outside, and she's in black and white, and the world out there is in color, and everything's greener on the other side. But if you can look, the blouse is in color as well. She's ready. She's ready for the leap. She's ready for that scenery. She's ready for this move. What are we doing that's postponing us from moving forward? And Tuesday, I always look at this card, and if you read the meaning of this card in the book, it's always a negative. This is the Six of Water, the dream, and this is on Tuesday. But to me, this is a sparking of a dream. And as long as you don't go too far into your energy of wasting too much time and energy in just dreaming, and you actually give yourself the time to do, then that's fine. I mean, once again, I like to think that this woman has all the resources. She's a beautiful woman. She's probably great and wonderful and has a sincere heart. She's ready for this dream of having this lover in the clouds, whatever this guy is. She just has to go out there and put herself out there. So it's okay to dream. Let this spark your imagination, but just remember that you have to do the work. And what a lot of dreamers do is they don't realize they don't like the unsexy things like structure. Remember to bring structure. And then on Wednesday, October 1st, we have the maturity card. And to me, this kind of looks like just with the geometric figure and the flowering face and the serene woman. And it's just kind of like understanding your place in your time and being content with who you are and what you are, that you can react to everything from your center and from your purpose and from your maturity. But you first have to really learn how to embody yourself. I think that's what this card really represents. And then the Eight of Water, letting go. I love this card. I wish I can get some light into here. There's like water on this leaf, and it's just made that final leap into the unknown to join the rest of this little drop is joining the rest of the ocean water below, or the lake water, or whatever. It's integrating into the whole. So this is that fear. This is that time where this is the time to make your jump off. And so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This is the 9 of Friday. This is the 9 of the major arcana, and once again, this is, I don't know, you buck the trends, you buck the things. You're learning how to walk on your own. You're learning how to think for yourself. You're learning to have your own opinions. It's hard. The only warnings that I kind of come like this, we're supposed to learn this lesson today. This is a major arcana card, so we're really focusing on this. So there's going to be a lot of external things that are trying to tell you that your beliefs are wrong, and you got to welcome those opportunities to further understand and develop your own thoughts and your own feelings of the world. But you also have to realize that you're never alone. I mean, that's what this card is all about. I mean, he's still shining, even though he's alone. You've got to use this alone time for powerful purposes. Saturday is going with the flow. So this reminds me of, in astrology, of a mutable energy, mutable planets and signs. Like when a planet's in a mutable sign, it goes with the flow. It's always in the moment. This reminds me of kind of like the Fool, but it's just a temporal thing. It's not a major learning. It's just reminding you that the best way to use your energies today is just aligning with other things, flowing with them, not pushing, just using the natural energy that's there. If something's allowing you to push. If something's wanting you to pull, and just being able to be adaptable and movable in a very graceful sort of way. And then Sunday is yet again another time for reflection, and that's why it's perfect to watch videos like this or to do your own little rituals on something on a day like this. What are your rituals? What are your routines? What are those things that really give you powerful meaning and I don't know, fill you up? It's like, this is silence. This is the time to reflect. This is a time to meditate. Some of the things that I just watched Till Swan live meditation last week, and I bought her guided meditations. So I'm going to explore new meditations. This is like one way I can see using this is silencing things down, figuring out through meditation what's next. And that's what divination and tarot helps you with. I mean, to me, now to sum up everything, we're doing a week. To me, this is like a new endeavor, something new and fresh and exciting, because it's the one of the major arcana. This is just what I'm feeling like. We're doing something that we're kind of passionate and happy about this week. And the cards that we have to enable us, like if I was to make a game plan for myself, is to realize that Monday I need to do something tangible and not postpone. Tuesday is going to be about sparking that dream. Wednesday, I'm going to have to make sure to embody myself. Thursday is when I'm going to take a leap into something unknown. This is when I'm going to do, will I apply for a job? I don't know. Will I go sing on the street corner? Will I go and try to get a tarot client? I don't know. Just things like this. Will I put my website up? Will I post a blog? Something that's exciting you, something that you'll do. I'm just throwing things out there that's fresh and new that you just have to let go and move. And then this is, after you do it, you're going to be challenged in a way, and you're going to have to realize that this is how you need to shine. So you need to know what you need to have perspective on what you're doing and why. So when people question or thwart you, you're going to be here, and you're going to know how to shine as you stake out your own adventure, as you stake out in this own little journey of yours. And Saturday is going to be nice as you kind of are receptive and go with the flow. To Sunday, you're going to be reflecting into the next major event that we discuss in the next card reading. So there we go. I went into my long, lengthy discussion. I went through the individual cards, and then I try to give a faster reading so we can get the kind of gist of it. I hope that's helpful. My name's Nicholas. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them for me. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.